Okay, so let's start our class today by talking about the topic evening time. Now, Vu, please, can you tell me what do you usually do in the evening?
Uh, uh, can, can, to be honest, I I always walk along in the park in the evening. Since when I walk like that, I will feel confined after tension class.
Okay, so honestly, most of the evening I usually walk along the park as it's a way for me to feel comfy after tension class, right?
Yeah.
So all morning or evening from Monday to Sunday, you always like walk along the park.
uh, no.
Really?
I think sometimes.
Sometimes. How about the other
Yeah.
times?
Uh, Another time I go home and I cook my food.
Go home and cook meal,
Cook
right?
my food. Yeah.
Okay, prepare for the dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the evening, most of the time I like go for a stroll or walk along the park to feel comfy after tension class. And sometimes, from time to time, I go back home and prepare for dinner. Well, let's talk about vocabulary. After tension class or after tension classes?
After 10 classes.
Tension classes. Okay, next one. Always or always. Without is or not.
Always.
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 Comfy or confined.
Coffee.
Comfy.
Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee.
Right. Next one.
Yeah.
English, how about you? Do you usually do in the evening?
Well, nothing special. I I I have been doing what common people are doing during the night, and that's it. Watching a movie or TV series is a great way to relax myself after studying for an hour in the school.
Okay, so most of the frankly speaking, most of the evening I usually watch movies, some of my like perennial favorite ones, as a way to relax myself. Okay, next one. Ngọc, please, how about you?
So, well, in the evening, I always have dinner with my family. After that, I spend some time either watching TV or just surf the internet to reflect on my day after a high work day at school.
Thank you. Next one. T, please, how about you?
Yes. Currently, I in the evening I usually have dinner with my family. After that, I watch TV or play video games with my buddies. And then I go to bed.
What time do you usually go to bed?
It's usually at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock? Alright.
Yes.
And last one. Mai, how about you?
Can you say the question again?
What do you usually do in the evening?
For me, day by day, as usual, every evening after returning home from school, I take a shower and then cook dinner for my sick member family. Then I do my homework and I go to bed around 10:30. However, every weekend after having dinner, I often go for a walk in the nearby park with my brother.
Okay. Now let's talk about the linking word. When you want to say something contrast or opposite, you can say either however or but, or can you show me some other words instead of saying but or however? So we have the word yet or that said. So try to use these two words instead of saying but or however to have a lot of words about linking words. Now let's move on to another question for this topic. Please. What did you do in the evening when you were a little kid?
To be honest, when I was a kid, go to the I went to the right paddy to play with my neighborhood beside. We also we also do some we also chatted each other for a long time. So this is the good memory for me. So I really that's all.
Okay, so
Yeah.
back in the day when I was a little kid, I used to go to a paddy field and play with my buddies there. Sometimes I chatted with my friends for hours. We talk about our school job, our school, or any other stuff happened around our life. Okay. So in the evening, you went to paddy field. What for? What were you doing there? In the evening.
We play the soccer.
In the evening or in the afternoon?
In the no, I think we play the tới trùng tim đó chị. Hide and seek.
Hide and seek.
And
Hide and seek.
Hide and seek. We play hide and seek.
Okay, you have another chance to answer again.
Yeah. Back in the past, when I was try, back in the day, when I was try, I play a lot of game. I play the hide and seek in the battlefield with my buddy. In addition, we chat it a lot at that time about the class and subject as well. So so I will feel relaxed a lot. That's all.
I would feel relaxed. If memory serves me right, back in the day I used to. Instead of saying I went to a party field and played hide and seek there. Tức là nếu mình dùng I used to thì phía sau mình sẽ dùng verb there, nó sẽ dễ hơn là dùng mọi cái thi quá đơn. I used to go to a party field and to play hide and seek with my buddies. Buddies or booty?
Body.
Really? Is it
Buddy.
buddies?
Buddies.
Okay.
Buddies.
Next student, Uyên. How about you?
Well, it's been a long time, so I can't remember exactly. But I guess when a kid, most of my evenings revolved around homework and played outside with another kids. Also, I often watch a cartoon in front of a TV in my living room with my brother.
So, I usually sat in front of the TV and watch cartoon. So in front of the TV. Do you know how to rephrase this word? In front of the telly. Okay. Next one. Ngọc. What about you?
So, well, when I was a child, I usually chị em nói lại. Gì nhỉ? Từ từ chị hỏi lại em đi.
What did you do in the evening when you were a child?
So, if memory serves me right, it's about when I was 6 or 7 years old. I usually went outside with my friends to play the child place, and especially on summertime, my parents often took me to the park to play there.
Okay, especially in the summertime, my parents oftentimes took me to the park, right? The park to play there. You can go to the amusement park. So you went to the park or the amusement park? Những khu vui chơi hay là điện công viên để chơi? The park or amusement park?
Amusement park.
Okay. Alright. T, what did you do in the evening when you were a child?
Well, back in the day, in the evening, I used to ride a bike with my friends around the street. Sometimes I and my friends went to the playground to fly a kite, and we also went back to my house to
have dinner with my family.
Okay. And Mai? What did you do in the evening when you were a little girl?
Okay, back when I was a little girl, like after every dinner, I and my brother used to gather with the kids in the playground to play hide and seek together. And in particular, every summer vacation in the area where I live, there is a singing and dancing competition. So every night, the children in my neighborhood go to the collective hall to practice singing and dancing. It was so much fun then.
Okay. Can you say this word again? This one.
Competition.
Did you stress on the first or the second syllable?
I think the third one.
Third one. Compare or competition?
Competition.
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 One more thing is about vocab. Participate. There's no mistake when you say that. But if you wanna say a common word for participate in, you can say partake in. For us to partake in or to engage in. Okay. Now let's move on to the topic collecting things. Wu, please. Do you like to collect something?
Well, from my perspective, I really like to collect coins. Since the since the coin in the coins sold the symbol is shortened landscape in the country in each country. So the reason why I really want to get on the rare coin in all over the world. Yeah. Is that all?
So, frankly speaking, I'm really big on collecting coins.
Yeah, coins.
It's simply because each coin on both sides of the coin there are some symbols of each country.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the reason why I'd love to collect as many as possible from coins from all over the world. Too?
Yes.
What for? Just both sides of the coin. There are pictures or images symbolizing each country, the culture, or that's why I'd love to collect as many as possible. Okay, can you say one more
Yes.
time? Try to paraphrase the word like collecting things.
Yeah.
Big on, I'm keen
Yeah.
on.
To be honest, I am a big fan of collecting the coins. Since the coin so the quest so on the both side of on both sides of the coin there are images symboling each country. Therefore, I would like to collect the coins. That's all. Collect as many as possible.
Okay. For your answer, first of all, let's talk about the word since. Try to put
Since.
s at the end of the word since.
Since.
Images. Images. Image.
Image. Image.
Image.
Image.
Images.
Images. Images.
Now let's listen.
Image.
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 And not images, but images. Images.
Image. Image.
And images.
Images. Images.
Not that way. Images.
Images.
It sounds like that. This sound. Images. Images.
Images. Images.
Okay. Next one. Symbolizing. Symbolizing.
Symbolizing. Symbolizing.
Is it
Symbolizing.
collect or collect?
Collect.
Let's see how is it pronounced.
Collect.
Okay. Not
Collect.
collect. Collect.
Collect. Collect. Collect. Collect.
I am. Just am. Not I am. Am. Using short form.
Yeah.
Using conjunction. Am. Into. Am big on. I'm keen on. I would like to. I delight to.
I would. I like to.
No, let's answer one more time.
To be honest, I am a big fan collecting coins since on both sides of the coins there are image symbolizing each country. So I would like I like to collect it. That's all.
Next one. Uyên, do you like collecting something?
Frankly speaking, no, absolutely not. No, I don't collect anything because I am not very into any particular things. But when I'm a kid, I really enjoyed collecting baby CDs. At the time, the baby CD collections were considered as my biggest treasure. Before the internet went viral, watching CDs were one of teenagers' favorite pastimes.
Okay. So absolutely not. I'm not really into collecting some particular things. However, back in the day when I was a little kid, I used to collect CDs, right? CDs. Is that your words? CDs? Uyên?
CDs,
CDs.
yes,
Okay. And I consider
consider.
Consider.
Okay, stress on the second one. Consider. I consider what? Can you say the sentence including the word consider again? I consider what?
I were considered as my biggest treasure.
I was considered what? Considered
As my biggest treasure.
biggest
Biggest.
treasure. Đó là một kho báu lớn nhất của mình phải không? Hello, can you hear me?
Dạ mạng em bị thì nói lại cũng được.
Okay. So the internet, my internet isn't stable before. Seconds before.
Before the internet went viral,
And
watching CDs were one of teenagers' favorite pastime.
favorite pastime. Okay. Can you say this word again? Biggest, not biggest. Biggest.
Biggest
Treasure.
treasure.
Can you give a full answer one more time?
Frankly speaking, absolutely not. Now, don't collect anything because I'm not very into anything and any particular things. But when I was a kid, I really enjoy collecting baby CDs. At the time, the baby CD collections were considered as my biggest treasure. Before the internet went viral, watching CDs were one of teenagers' favorite pastimes.
Okay. When I a kid, is it sentence lack of something? Does it lack of something? When I a kid, when I
was a kid,
I really enjoyed. Not consider. Can you say the word again? Consider. I was considered, not considered.
Considered.
Okay, I was considered. And can you say the whole sentence? I was considered.
I were considered
Biggest and treasure. Thank you. Next one. Ngọc, please. How about you?
Chị hỏi.
Do you like to collect something?
To be honest with you, I'm not really into collecting things because as I don't have any special thing to collect when I was a child or older. But if I had a chance, I'd like to choose the things that I love and brings back about my memories or some important periods of my life to collect.
Okay. Actually, currently I'm not into collecting something since I was a child until now. However, if I had a chance, I'd love to do what? Ngọc, can you say the second half of your answer one more time? If I had a chance, I'd love to.
If I had a chance, I like to collect the things that I love and brings back about my memories or some important periods of my life.
if I had a chance, I'd love to collect or gather all of my previous memories or collect my
Yes,
childhood. Thank you. Next one. T. Do you like collecting things?
Yes. To be honest, I would say yes. I'm into collect stamps as a hobby. I have a collection for my variety of stamps, and I feel very proud of it. And my friends are very curious about my stamp collection.
Your friends feel curious about your stamps collection. How about you? Do
Yep.
you feel proud of yourself?
Yes.
Frankly speaking, I would say, you can say, frankly speaking, I'd just say, I'm an avid collector, especially for stamps. Can you say one more time? And try to use contraction. I just say, instead of saying I would say.
Personally, I'd say I'm a big fan of
Em đã ghi âm màn hình rồi anh.
stamps, and I'm into collect stamps as a hobby. I have a collection for my variety of stamps, and I feel very proud of it. And also, my friends are very curious about my stamp collection.
Thank you. Next one. Mai, how about you? Do you like collecting things?
Of course, yes. I have a collection of books. It is like a series of stories about the lives of world celebrities. And I have collected about 20 books already. So in my collection, there are only about 10 books left. 10 books left, and then I will have the whole series.
Okay, thank you. Now let's move on to the last topic for part 1, science. Please, do you like science? Do you have any particular passion for science?
Yeah, from my perspective, I really like to I really like science courses. This we can do a lot of we can do a lot of things in the science, such as create create some new solution with have the new new property. So in addition, science can have a lot for the saving energy and improve their life as well. That's all.
Okay, so honestly, am really into science, as when we learn science at class, we can do lots of experiments which create some new solutions for chemistry or something like that. Plus, learning science is a way for us to create lots of inventions to save energy and improve our life, such as, and you can list some examples about what things can save life and energy.
Such as the solar cell or the for example about the saving energy, we can create a solar cell or the slip gauge filter water as well.
Okay. Can you answer
Yeah.
again for full answer one more time?
To be honest, I really into the scientist course. When we learn the scientist, when we learn the science, we can create a new solution. Therefore, new solution. Therefore, we can save the energy and improve their outline as well. So, for example, we can make the solar cell or the filter water. That on.
Okay. What is the difference between science and scientist?
Science it means subject. Scientific it means for people.
Okay. Are there any differences between the first word and the second word here?
Can.
In Vietnamese, we can say can, but it's in
Can.
English. Can.
Can.
Okay, right, that's right.
Can.
That's right. Wing, please.
Yeah.
Do you think school children should have both science classes and art classes at the same time?
Chị hỏi lại.
Do you think school children should have both science classes and art classes?
Well, frankly speaking, I'm sure that kids need to study both science and arts because they are equally important for kids' development. Science class teaches children about the way the world works, while art class have kids more develop their imaginations and creativity.
Okay, there are two words you need to be careful when you pronounce it. First of all, this one.
Imagination.
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 Can you say that again?
Imagination.
Okay, one more word.
Creativity. Creativity.
Creativity.
Not that. Creativity. Creativity.
Creativity.
Okay. Thank you. Next one. Ngọc. Do you like science?
Of course, I do because science is a thing that help me to know where things come from and can explain absolutely everything in life. And it also helped me to understand the world we live in and how it works. So I think I'm a big fan of science.
I'm a big fan of science and it helps me to try to remember at here. It helps me. It also helps me too. T, please. Which do you prefer, art classes or science classes?
Personally, I am into art lesson rather than the science lessons because I have an ability for drawing and I and I think that I'm very bad at math, and science is linking with math and mathematics, and I feel difficult to learn it.
Okay, so frankly speaking, I'm more into learning art classes as I'm weak at art while I'm quite bad at science. So if I have more time, I'd love to spend most of my spare time on learning what I'm keen on, not for science. Okay, I have a question for all of you guys here. Can anyone tell me what are science subjects? There are three science subjects in my school, and what are they?
Biology.
Anything else? Any else? Biology and two more?
I think mathematics, physics, and chemistry.
How about biology? So don't misunderstand between math. Math is different from science. So when it comes to saying science subjects, there are only three subjects here: biology, physics, and chemistry, not math, right? Math and science are two different subjects. Okay, now, your question is, which do you prefer, art classes or science classes?
For me, absolutely is science classes, because I prefer learn about how the engines are run and how things happen. What's more, I'm a clumsy person, so I do not have any ability to like sing or draw. So I'm do better at science.
Right. Can you say the word again? I'm not a person. What person?
Oh, I think I'm a clumsy person.
Clumsy. This word, right?
Yes.
I'm a clumsy person. So I do not have. You say I don't have any knack for. I don't have a knack for art or dancing. A knack for. It means you aren't good at these subjects. I don't have a knack for art or dancing. That's why I do not to choose to study science subjects. Okay, and that's it for the class today. Let's talk about part 2 for this Sunday. First of all, try to watch the video that I try to guide you guys about how to prepare for part 2. You can watch it like once or twice if you want, and prepare for all the topics about person. I listed it in like I have a PDF 5 that lists all topics about person, and you watch the video first, then prepare. In this session on this Sunday, our core just list the topic and core some of you to talk about it for 2 minutes without preparation. It means that you prepare at home already. So when you come to my class, just speak and I give feedback. Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Goodbye and see you next time.
Goodbye, teacher.
Yeah, she
Goodbye.